Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel, Live More Outdoors. If you're a repeat customer, I thank you and I appreciate the all the support. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I appreciate that too. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, man. Alright, a couple things I'm going to do in this video. I'm just going to show some of the homemade bait I made and tell you what I put into it. And then I'm going to do some unboxing of stuff I got today from NAFA. And Chip, sorry man, I didn't feel like grinding up and shredding 60 pounds of flake wax from Hobby Lobby on my own, man. So I ordered flake wax, and I think it was 22 bucks per bag for 10 pounds. So don't even let me know how much I overspent. And Eli, congrats, brother. So let's check some of this stuff out. All right, so in the big box over there, I mean, that's 60 pounds of shipping weight. I'm assuming that's all my flake wax. So I did take a tip from somebody, though. I can't remember who did it. Gave me some information, said watch out for the heat. So we actually had a big cool down here. It's only like 66 degrees, which is a nice break. It's like an early fall day. I'm getting antsy now. And I checked the weather in Minnesota, made sure it was like in the 60s there. So I knew it wouldn't be super hot, and hopefully my wax isn't all melted together. So here's my homemade bait that I made. No, it's not bread and butter pickles. It's ground up bobcat and beaver meat. I ground up about 72 ounces of bobcat and beaver meat, and I added about at least a half an ounce, maybe 3/4 of an ounce of Dobbin's backbreaker. A lot of videos I watch, they talk about adding beaver castor and all these additives. I had some old backbreaker lure and just thought I'll just scrape that in there. I also put about a 1/4 ounce of old, I think it was Fox Hollow Bounty Hunter in here, just to give it a little extra smell. I left it taint for a few days, probably 4 or 5 days. It was kicking it pretty good. And what else I put in here? I put about 1/3 cup of sodium benzoate and about 1/3 cup of glycerin, probably more like 1/2 cup of glycerin, just for stabilization purposes. And I'm going to run a test with this before I take it out in the line and see how it works and if it works. I know my dog was really sniffing around where I made it, so I'm going to take it out and put some of this in some dirt holes before season, and hopefully get some trail camera pictures of that stuff. Now let's see, what else did I get here from Minnesota besides wax? Lots of paper. Gotta watch what I throw. I might throw down a bottle of lure or something. They must be putting their lures in, or some of their more powerful lures, they're in these sealed bags. It's the first time I've seen this, so that's pretty cool. Not sure what lure these are. I ordered a couple lures. I'll cut them open here in a minute and see. Okay, I got some Rusat's Extreme Performance Coyote Gland Lure. Lethal Rusat, I mean, that's all he does. That's his full-time job. He doesn't say he's a trapper, he's a fur harvester. So I ordered some of his Coyote Gland Lure. And this, I've never used straight Coyote Gland Lure before, so I'm going to give that a try this year. Violator 7, that's one of my standby lures. I love that. I always get some Violator 7. My guess is that these might be Gusto, all sealed up like that. My dog's creeping around here now. A little bit of scent flying around. Some more Violator 7. This was my free item for the purchase. I got 4 ounces of canine force. I've caught coyotes on that. That's a pretty good lure right there. It's got a lot of stink to it. It's a food-based lure. This is the only commercial bait that I ordered this year, Predator Bait Plus. I like that lure. I mean, that bait. It's pretty effective. I still have a bunch of. It's another Cavens one. I think it's called the Terminator. That comes in just like 4-ounce cans. It's pretty good. And I still have a bunch of the bait that I made Dobbins out of Dobbins bait solution as well. So I got a bunch of bait. So I don't need a whole lot of bait right now. Oh, let's see what lures in these bags right here. I'm assuming that we got some Gusto somewhere right there. Gusto. Yeah. So that's probably what the other one is as well. Some more Gusto. I gotta get them sealed back up into another container. Gusto has Gusto for sure. I don't remember if I ordered 2 ounces of it. No, this is something else. What did I get? Oh, Fox Hollow GH2. This is something my brother uses a lot, I believe. I have not used it a ton, so I thought I'd just order an ounce and see how it goes. Doesn't have as much kick as the Gusto. Not even close. Inside of here. Got a bunch of split rings. I'm starting to like those more than quick links. Split rings. Bunch of double ferrules for making some cable stakes if I make them. And I also got a bunch of the Mighty S hooks. Not a bunch. I mean, I got 24 of them. I'm going to slowly but surely change all my stakes over to chain stakes. So I also got 100 feet of MB number 2 chain. I'll use some of this for drags, and I will use probably at least 24 feet. I'll make 24 more chain stakes out of those. I'll probably use about 15 inches of chain on each one though. So I got 100 feet of that. A bunch of extra swivels. Can't have too many swivels. Got some more locking devices for making some more cable restraints. And I saw these on there. Dang, they're not bad. I can't believe they're selling these as they have these traps. They're the number 2 bridgers. They're awesome traps to start with, but they have them on like a clearance or on a special right now. They're a modified one. They got 4 coils and they're laminated, but they said they were substandard, that the laminations weren't quite lined up, but they're not. They don't look too bad to me. That's about as good as I can laminate. So when I looked at the price, it was about the same price as if I bought the trap, and if I bought extra springs and laminations, I took the time to weld them on, it would have been about dead even for me. I think they were $15 a piece. I think you can get the basic trap for about 12 or 13. I can't remember, but they don't look too bad at all. So I just figured I'm going to order 3 of these up and see what they look like. So if you're in the market for some new traps and you don't mind them being made in Taiwan, I think they're made in Taiwan, these are pretty decent traps. The laminations are just slightly off, maybe. Not that much though. I'm not going to complain about them. It was a decent deal. So I just thought I'd order 3 of them up to see how they were. Maybe the base plate's welded on. I just noticed that. When you get a regular, I'm going to have to get a regular one. Be right back. here's a regular number 2 dog list that I got. I 4-coiled it and I laminated it. I mean, my laminations, theirs might be better than mine. But one thing I didn't do, I did not weld the base plates on. When you get them, the base plates aren't welded on them. So, shoot. They're a good deal. I may order some more of these. These are they're a nice trap. The big pan, that big pan, they're pretty nice. So that's a good deal. So if you're looking for some traps, dang. Yeah, they're all welded up everywhere. That's pretty cool. I sort of wish I'd have bought a half a dozen now. Yep, welded all over there, welded there, 2 spots there, plus the rivets. Take a dinosaur to pull that thing apart. And the laminations, I don't know, they're not that bad. I might be online ordering some more of these. So, those are pretty cool. Now I'm going to check my flake wax real quick and hopefully it's not melted. There we go, it's all good to go. Not wax. It's really not flaked, it's beaded wax, really. It's a tiny bead of wax, so not melted. Should be 6 bags, so that's probably a box of 5, 6. So that's it now. So now I gotta I'll smuggle this into the house and I'll put this chain and these traps and a couple other items, some other cable I have cut in the dishwasher, run it through a cycle when my wife isn't watching, and wash all the grease off of these, and then we'll be ready for the season. I'm really impressed with those traps for the price. It's a beefy hunk of trap, really. The only thing I know that I'm gonna have to do is grind this down. If I did a video on this before, this will have to be ground down a little bit here, and I may close up this the offset a little bit. The offset's pretty big on these. So thanks for watching my video, and I hope to see you out in the line this fall. You know, I wish you all the best of luck this fall trapping. It's still just August right now, late August, so but it feels a little fall right now. It's pretty cool. I like it. And I'm gonna do a video on some of these pre-formed molded pan covers. So that's my next video coming up. Gonna slide them in there, give you a little preview. So if you're interested in seeing how I make these things, here's what's going to be coming up. Basically this pan cover. It's going to slide right in there. Set the night latch. Loose jaw, come down here. There it is, pan cover. Pre-formed, fits over top of that, right over top of the pan. Pretty slick, I think, so. I'm gonna show you how I made those in an upcoming video. All right, thanks for watching and have a good day.